tonight.
You're listening to the Doug Stanhope Podcast.
I'm never in the mood when I start, so just start.
Go.
Yes, we're started.
This is it?
Yes, Jobi's still in the Chaille seat. Chad Shank is here and looking high as fuck.
I'm high as fuck.
Those eyes they're fucking brutal. And Matt Becker's here.
Hey.
Our new neighbor.
Yeah, it's official.
The gag that took 7 weeks to pay off, at least. I think it was. Becker bought a house. When did you buy that house?
2 years ago.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right, so they're down, block down from the Chailles, down on Black Knob View.
Black Knob.
I thought we were doing that anyway.
Yeah, I know. I kind of liked it.
So I guess it was around Christmas. Drunk as fuck out on the patio, and I don't know whose idea it was.
Shawnee's, I guess.
Well, Shawnee found the color. We decided we had to paint the Becker's house, and then Shawnee found the right template. Pink camouflage.
Yep, it sounds just like it sounds.
Oh.
Yes, pink, white, and gray camouflage. Painted the house like that was. I think it was before New Year's. I think it was painted. Yeah. It was. We came up. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Do it. And the next day he had fucking tarps down. And Becker. I thought Becker was coming in January. Becker just showed up this week. Finally, he's moved down from Alaska. You're a permanent.
Yep. Now I'm resident. Yes. And it was pretty impressive because I drove. It was a brown stucco.
Yeah, it's
and a big tree in the front,
non-colored,
oldest tree in Bisbee. And
is that how they sold you?
No, I mean no, it is. We're making a plaque, and so I drive by. But Becky and I both joked about it a couple times. We drove by our own house, and then we go, "Oh shit, we're back there." But this time I'm driving by and. The Gump's out there hanging Christmas lights because he was given bad information. I was coming the next day. So he's on the porch standing there when I drive by. And my mouth literally dropped open. I went, that looks like our house, but it's camouflaged. We've been attacked.
We're already bored with the joke. It's been so long waiting for the payoff. The fake camouflage house. We had a red ribbon on it forever. The wind blew it apart. We had to get a new one.
Tell new people the joke all the time just so you could get reaction out of somebody.
No, I know. Now the neighbors are used to it. They go, oh, the camouflage house? Yeah, I know about that. They're like, so are you going to paint it? And I go, oh, the joke's not over yet.
Well, they only painted the front. So, because we knew either they're going to keep it and want the whole house pink camouflage or they want it changed altogether. So, but Becky, the Mrs. Becky Becker, she doesn't get here till tomorrow, so she doesn't know about it. This podcast will not go out until after she's.
And she's going to be floored, I think. I think she'll be.
So you think she's going to keep it? You want to keep the color? Or?
You know what? Here's the deal: is that the joke is, and I was telling this to a neighbor that said, "You are going to paint it, though, right?" I said, "Yeah, no, maybe," but they're very concerned about us not getting the joke. Going, hey, we got our house painted. That's something, ain't it? I'm colorblind. I don't actually see color. That's why I don't have a problem with you Mexicans living next to me. Yeah. But, no, so I sat there and I tell her, I go, look how good a detail they did. I mean, they really did an amazing job on painting because the pattern's all, right. And it's just the colors that might queer you on the whole thing. That's about it. But other than that, the windows, along all the trim of the windows is perfect.
The trim,
like I was cleaning the windows and I went, they painted right that part that you never get the taint of the window. That gets painted white right all the way down, brand new. I'm like, fuck, I don't know if I want to paint this. I can't do that good a job. That's great.
Becker's arrival spells nothing but trouble for us here at the FunHouse.
Yep. Revenge is going to be sweet.
We realized that, because we went to, Bingo and I went to Hawaii for a few days just when you're coming in. Yeah. And Chaille's gone. I go, you realize that we did this, Becker's showing up with both of our houses unattended.
I know. I thought it was the most vulnerable you could be.
I assume you've already done something that I just didn't notice.
No, not yet.
I could have a pink camouflage house and come in and out of it several times and not even notice.
See,
just
I know,
at
and
my
that's-
shoes
that's-
with my bad posture.
That was kind of what I figured. So the plan is something a little subtler. But the beauty is unlike most people, you put your schedule online. So I know exactly when I can and can't do things. Enjoy Tokyo.
I have to say, now that Becker's here, one of my favorite parts about this whole joke was I knew that I would get to see something brilliant that Becker gets to come up with next.
He's got a lot of free time.
Yeah, it's good.
And it's something that nobody else will have ever thought of, because that's why I like a lot of Becker's stories, is because I've like read a shitload of books, and that's not even something I've ever read about. Where the fuck did that come from?
No, he was just fucking right before we started. He just out of the blue goes, the guy that invented graham crackers also had 17 other patents for
Masturbation devices. No, but I mean, I didn't go from graham crackers to masturbation devices to prevent it. He thought, masturbation was the root of all evil. I go, really? Like graham crackers?
But we weren't talking about any of this.
I know, but still, it's out there. But see, we are now.
Any chance Becky will not have a sense of humor about her pink camouflage house?
Like I said, there's been a lot of stress on some stuff, family stuff about it for her, but I think she'll get it.
It only takes her to be in the wrong mood the first time, and then she'll carry it.
Well,
if she doesn't find it funny, she'll never find it funny.
We're picking up the new Subaru, so she can... We'll figure it out, whether she loves the car, if she keeps driving, or she hates the house. We'll figure it out. She didn't stop.
We're going to get into trouble.
Yeah. Oh, this is good. I can't wait to fill up the trench in Black Knob, block off both sides and make a pool in it.
Oh, and the drainage.
Yeah, the drainage thing.
Yeah.
It's a perfect pool. They even got a ladder going down into it.
They grow gutter pumpkins in there. They have those gourds.
Yeah. I know about those.
All about those.
We're going to come up with something. I don't know what we're going to do, but nothing. But it's just since he's been here, I'm like, we're going to get into trouble. Just played poker last night.
Move the holes on the golf course. Just go out there at night, plug them, move them. I always hit par on this hole. That's weird.
Or just take them out. So there's no
hole. Yeah. Floyd it.
All right, here's my Hawaii stories. We booked just like last minute. We booked the Hawaiian Waikiki Hilton Hawaiian Village, which had really nice pictures online and its own lagoon and stuff. And you go, wow, this is pricey, but it's worth it. Let's do something really nice. And I don't know how they cleared fucking 800 fucking families and children off of the fucking premises to take those pictures of a nice, beautiful, empty lagoon. And you show up and then it's $18 to rent a fucking chaise lounge to sit on a crowded fucking beach. Screaming fucking children. So we just, we'll just go to the pool, and every beach chair is like, literally, you couldn't put your fucking shoes between the two, like wedged together. You have to sit around and wait for two people to leave at the same time to sit together. It sucked. It really fucking sucked.
Crawling across each other. Excuse me, form like a Elmer Fudd cartoon.
We were in room A206. I remembered it so I can get on fucking Yelp and Expedia. Is second floor, right over the loading dock, where the fucking Meadow Gold truck is belching fucking exhaust into the room. The people carriers parked back there, so starting at 5 a.m. they're backing into the spot. Beep, 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 beep. You could smell, at that point, I still hadn't smoked. I was on 2 weeks, and it's the loading dock. So all the employees are out there smoking, sitting on fucking turned over buckets, smoking cigarettes, and it's coming right into the fucking room, taunting me. it was not worth the money. I think if I raised a stink, I'd get some money back on the deal, but I'm just lazy. So instead of I had some horrible, some kind of stomach virus ailment, fucking whatever. I was belching farts. I'm going, just sulfur belches. If it was like, if I had a lighter, if I was smoking a cigarette, I'd be afraid it would be combustible. So I Google burps smell like, and I just put in belches, and the first thing that came up was smells like farts. I go, I guess this is a thing.
No, it's not a thing. They're listening to your conversations is what they're doing.
We were talking about that.
No, they do. There's no way. Becky had one that was so off the wall. It was like, gas-powered cooler. And it was like, gas-powered cooler?
Yep.
Oh, you had the same thing?
Yeah.
Fucking gurgle belly, like my stomach. I thought it was because I'd quit smoking. I was drinking a gallon of water like you're supposed to a day, and drinking all the, just mostly liquid diet, just shitloads of liquid. And I thought that's why my stomach was fucking sound like a coffee maker, and just the most repulsive, foul fucking excrement.
It's your stomach lining repairing itself.
It's everything that I had. Were all the everything shingles. I found online.
Yes.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, I got that. I got that.
It's the toxins leaving your body. You keep going. I have some snake oil that'll fix that right up.
So what did the
Well, then I started puking. Like, I wasn't really sick, but I was not. And I'm like, I'm going to puke. I never puke. Like, all I drink, and I'm vaguely sober. And I was just, oh, fuck, and I was just retching, and then the stink of the vomit, puking again. Like, oh, this is fucking terrible. So the first day was just sewer shits, swamp
And you were going to
vomits.
complain about the hotel? They were complaining about you.
Shit
Those
belches.
people didn't even smoke. They were just trying to get the stink out of the cargo area.
Fucking awful.
What's the room charge on that?
Hey, who's the real victim here?
It wasn't that warm out.
We no rent that room for 2 weeks.
Excuse me, sir. Do you think you could have smoked in there or something? Fuck.
So we didn't. Yeah, it was kind of cool. Fucking water was cold. Didn't go in the water. So we said, "Fuck it, let's go to the spa," which I'm not really for, but why not? But so yeah, we got massages, and I got a pedicure. And my feet are fucking grotesque. So it was like, you know how you pre-clean your house for a maid? Like, I can't put housekeeping's coming in. I got to clean up for this.
Yeah.
So I had to do my own fucking toes just in an attempt to make them somewhat palatable for some old Japanese woman to start fucking scraping at them. Oh, you did this too.
Jenny took me in, and the second time we went, I'm all self-conscious about it too. And the lady goes, "Oh, did you bring me a 5-hour energy drink this time?" I was like, "Fuck, right on, man. I'm not gonna hold back either. Let's do this. This is good." Fucking asshole.
I got recognized too, like the kid when we go to the men's locker room. The guy's like, "Oh, Doug Stanhope." Like, oh man, my fucking toes are gonna go viral. I'm gonna talk about this shit. But so we did it up. We fucking spent a lot of money. It was like 3.5 hours. I got a facial. I got all sorts of stuff.
Them rubbing your face is probably the one place that wasn't busy with other people.
Did they mention your breath at all? I work his feet. You get the head.
I was a little worried. And then, so we did pretty much nothing. The one day, Arnold's Tiki Bar, Beach Bar, is the fucking greatest day drinking place. And we finally, like, all right, let's go to Arnold's. Just fucking waste a day getting hammered. Fucking Hennigan. Oh, I have 3 interviews, and they added 2 more. Like, what time? Oh, the same time as last time, which was scheduled. I was supposed to do all this Australia press, and I sat around here for 3 hours waiting for phones to ring, and they never rang, and there was some fuck up. He's like, "Oh, it's the same time." I go, "That's 5:30. That's good. We can get shit-faced, and I'll do my stupid interviews." "Oh, no, it's the same time Arizona time. So I'm already walked to fucking Arnold's. I just got a drink, and now I get 20 minutes. I got to do fucking 3 hours worth of interviews, so we had to leave. So that sucked. So yeah, that was a shitty vacation. But on the way home, Honolulu Airport. Oh, that was the thing I forgot. Was we're going through TSA, and the guy takes your ticket, looks at you. He does the same thing. If you read the book, our Costa Rica adventure, TSA guy looks at Bingo and he goes, "Are you just tired? Are you okay?" It's exactly what they said to her when it started that shitstorm in Costa Rica. She goes, "I'm fine." She wasn't even like dumbed up from her meds. She was just fucking normal, maybe vacant, but
I'm traveling.
She goes, "I'm fine." He goes, "Okay, just checking on you." And then we're standing there, and I went back. The guy's name was Metzger. If you fucking see that cocksucker at the Honolulu airport, I go, "Metzger, what's with that comment? What's with the, you look tired? What is, I didn't mean any disrespect. I'm just, I'm going to look like that in a couple hours." I go, "You would look like what?" Like, all right, shut the fuck up. Get on the plane. Let's not start a big fucking incident.
You just had a pedicure.
Yeah.
Makes a man feel virile.
Look how shiny my fucking nails still are. It's beautiful. So, yeah, it was weird because I went in, we went to the Sky Club and they changed it because I remember it used to be downstairs in like a little botanical garden so you could get away with smoking in the bushes.
Literally.
And I go, "Oh, they moved it upstairs." I go, "I haven't been here in a while. It's nice to see you." And she goes, "Oh, it's nice to see you too." And then she came over and found us when we were drinking. She goes, "It has been a while, Mr. Stanhope. It's since you've been here. How are you? And it's good to see you again." I go, "Yeah, it's been." She goes, 3 years. I go, "Yeah, you're right. 3 years. Like, did you look that up or something?" But she had a full-on conversation with me. Then I started feeling fucking swanky. And we get on the plane. We're the last row of first class. Fucking pilot comes up to me. He goes, "Mr. Stanhope." And, guy in uniform. You're scared. You're expecting had a little bit to drink today, didn't you? Just a bit.
He's got epaulets.
She looks tired.
And warned about you and your tired old lady.
But he said, "Mr. Stanhope, a diamond medallion, million miler." I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Thank you for your loyalty." And I go, "Wow, the fucking captain came out to meet me, and I assume you're Amy Bingaman. It's nice to have you on board. And how many miles do you have?" I go, "I think it's like 1.4 million now." He goes, "Well, congratulations and thanks for," and I go, "Fucking, this is cool as shit." And then he turns to the other aisle, "Mr. Gray?" And he went up in every fucking person in first class. I'm like, God damn it, I look cool as shit for a minute.
You were already writing "This Is Fame."
No, that's so we land, take a bunch of Benadryl, a lot of cocktails. It's a 6-hour flight. And we land in L.A. We had a quick turnaround, get right through the door off the plane onto the jetway. And there's a lady standing there with D. Stanhope. She goes, "Mr. Stanhope?" Again, I think I'm in trouble. "Had a bit to drink?" "Some Benadryls, perhaps?" Yes, ma'am. She goes, "Listen, you have a tight turnaround and you're in the next terminal, so we have the Porsche ready." Every airline has like the secret club. I'm sure I've talked about it on the podcast. Right. They have where there's no clear definition of why you get invited, but you get invited. Yeah. Delta's is 360. So I've been fucking lobbying. I don't know how I'm supposed to, but I'm lobbying to get 360. And when Hennigan told me about it, I didn't even know that this club existed. He found out about it. He goes, "They pick you up in a Porsche and bring," and she goes, "We have the Porsche waiting for you." They took us right down the fucking stairs.
A real life Porsche.
Got this Porsche 4-door sedan. I go, "You're fucking kidding me. Like, am I 360? No, just but this is what it would be like.
You're a prospect.
You're 120. You're headed. You're headed that way.
Depending on how cool you are on this ride, we're gonna see.
It was fun because I hammered, but thought enough to get a picture, and I tweeted it, and then completely forgot about it. Then we had to fly to Salt Lake and then to Tucson and stayed overnight. And then yesterday I'm sitting here talking to Jonathan, and Jonathan goes, that Porsche, was it able to go really fast on the tarmac? I go, what the fuck are you talking about? On your flight. I go, oh, fuck the Porsche. I forget about the Porsche. I had completely spaced. I was having it happen all over again. Yeah, they fucking picked us up in a Porsche. Wicked good. And I think that's
Hashtag Delta.
yeah, hashtag Delta. Fucking
Yeah,
360.
And Delta got rid of their NRA sponsorship, which I thought was weird because it's the one. Why would why would airlines sponsor guns? I mean, you can't even do product placement. It's a felony.
You know, I buy a lot of
So weird.
I buy a lot of like vintage Delta shit, like tie clips and all that. But one of the things you can buy is vintage Delta box cutters. I really want to bring that on a plane.
I got this. See, that's when you're in the 360. You get to drive the Porsche and shoot a gun.
Yeah.
Yosemite Sam. Quick turnaround.
Jesus.
So that was our Hawaiian vacation.
I thought it was just a long commercial for Benadryl.
Benadryl. That's the one I'm going to risk taking to Asia. 'Cause I'm not taking Xanax.
No, I don't
even
think
with a prescription.
Benadryl's going to be. Just get it at Costco. And
They said even some over-the-counter shit like sleep aids in some of those countries. So,
I could actually get, what do you call it? What is it? The cells for our Chihuahua in the Philippines. If I would have flown Cyril over there, they would have actually treated him with whatever it is, a cell treatment.
Stem cells.
Stem cells. They would have treated my dog for stem cells for $15,000, and he would have been okay. But I didn't read about it until later. But the Philippines has stem cell
Yeah, then they
treatment
would have ate him.
for your pets. No, I mean, what?
fatten them up for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you got to keep them going until
You
the
got to
holiday.
read between the lines on some of these
Well,
offers.
You flew your dogs down,
Yeah, down
but
here.
not in the. You had to put them in the.
Cargo. Well, I could have taken him in the cabin, but then you have to buy a seat next to you to stick the other one in.
Yeah, you had two. And
Yeah,
you're by
so
yourself.
we have three. Yeah, so yeah, I just put him in cargo. But the
you
thing
drug
was
him?
is they would do that. So I can't imagine they wouldn't take Benadryl, and if you can take your pet there and get stem cell treatment.
I ain't taking chances.
You're going to have people palming you over-the-counter drugs after your shows on this tour.
And I'm taking them all. So, did they drug your dogs?
No, they had the option of doing it, but I said I didn't care. Because I wouldn't
about
hear
the
it.
fucking carrier.
Yeah, so I get there because I called them, and because it says you have to call them before you take it. You can't just show up in a plane. You have to get room in the plane. So I call cargo, which is on their fucking Alaska Airlines website. So I get the cargo guy. Goes, Carl in cargo. You go, yeah, Carl, I'm calling the book. I got 2 Chihuahuas I'm bringing. And he goes, that's not through cargo. You don't call cargo. I go, well, your website said, God damn it. And he goes, yeah, dogs are like passengers. Cargo's cargo. And I go, I get it. So I'm being nice to him because I don't want to piss him off. And he goes, I'll transfer to Evelyn or whatever. Okay. So he transferred. Hey, they did it again. This is Jerry in cargo. Evelyn, she'll help you out with your dogs. I go, okay, thanks. Okay, yeah, sorry about that. No problem. What do you have? I go, I have 2 Chihuahuas. They both weigh about 6-7 pounds each. They both go in one container, right? And she goes, yeah, absolutely. What size of the container? I have to put that in. And I go, I don't know. I don't have it yet. What size for 2 dogs? 2 small dogs. Same breed. Oh, yeah, that's not a problem at all. Okay, so yeah, you just get a 20 by 17 or whatever. So I don't know. So I go to Pet Mart, get a 20 by 17. That's what she tells me. I wrote it all down on the thing. I have the name of the cargo guy. I have the this. I get to the fucking desk where I'm bringing the dogs in. Had to get the health certificate. Bring them in. At the gate, she goes, oh, yeah, you can't have 2 dogs in one container. Okay, well, it says right here, 2 of the same breed can be in the same container as long as they can both adequately stand separately. I was like, it's right there. She goes, oh, that's for in the cabin. I go, really? A 20 by 17 foot cargo container goes under the seat? That doesn't even fucking make sense. And then so we're sitting there back and forth, and my ride has already left. It's 1 a.m. I'm in an airport in Anchorage, and I go, well, I'm fucking taking my dogs. I don't know what to tell you. And and then she hems and haws because she doesn't want to break the news to me. She goes, well, we sell cargo containers. I go, oh. Well, I didn't know I was at a Best Buy all of a sudden. I go, yeah, well, how much are they? $45. I go, well, I don't fucking have a choice. All right, yeah, I'll do it. So she fucking rings me up for that. And, I hate to tell you, but because it's 2 cargo containers, $100 for each one. I go, wait, so it was $100, now it's $200 and $45 because you sold. And then we fucking just go round and round. Finally, she goes, I'll just charge you $100. I go, thanks, like you promised. And then,
do you a favor
at the very end,
living up to our end of the bargain.
I look at her and I go, what's your return policy on the cargo container? And she goes, what? I go, the return policy. And she goes, I have never had anybody ask me that. I go, because I'm returning it in Tucson. And she goes, I don't know how that works. I go, well, you're about to because you didn't say there was no return policy. What's your name again? Okay. So we got him down.
You got to remember, this is Becker. If you read my first book, Becker, who we'd go out and get VHS cameras on the road when we were first starting out in comedy to get tape of our sets. And he'd go anywhere that had a 30-day return policy, and on day 29, bring it back after we used it. No questions asked. No. What's the reason you're returning it? No, your sign says returns, no questions asked. Now you're asking me questions. That's a question.
That's illegal. Don't buy here. Don't buy here. People run.
Throw in a fit. Damn. Sir, don't look at that TV because you see that big sign there? It's a lie. It's a bait and switch. It's bait and switch.
Oh, you're about to meet the guy at PetMart who's going to take a dog kennel back from Alaska.
Did you return it?
Not yet. I'm taking it back on the way to go get Becky. Right. Yeah.
Becky comes in tomorrow.
It's one-stop shopping.
We got to stop you. This is our break time to sell you stuff. And next time, fly with me, and the pets will ride in a Porsche. Please hold. Hey, people, do you like porn? YouPorn. It's a new site where you can watch porn of every flavor and every fetish for how much, Jobi?
1 cent?
Free!
No!
Free! You can go and look at pornography of all depths, lengths, and widths. You want it hotter or larger? Just hit the search engine. YouPorn. They have porn. It has men and women, all on equal footing. That's right. Do you like to see a 29-minute version or a minute and 30 seconds?
As long as it's smelly.
It can be smelly. It can not be smelly. At DougStanhope.com, we'll have scratch and sniff guards to make your YouPorn smelly or not smelly. You call the odor.
Scratch square C.
Porn free. Sorry, I stole Tom Kanopka's joke because he's off mic. All right, go to YouPorn, and you know what? When you run out of your fetish there, try Pornhub, RedTube, all the other porn sites, and if you type in YouPorn/Stanhope, it will be free. Viruses do not apply. Poker night. Jobi missed a poker night chat too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good poker night.
Yeah, there's a Twizzler out in the urinal.
That's the only one that somebody didn't eat then.
Yeah, at some point I was trying to tidy up because this place was a fucking disaster this morning, and I found the empty cranberry juice container that I filled half full of piss when I was.
Oh, that's right, because
I didn't want to miss a hand.
He didn't want to miss a hand, so he did it under the table. But
I forgot till Jonathan so kindly reminded me. I tried to piss through a Twizzler and I ended up pissing all over the floor.
Because they're not real Twizzlers. They're knockoffs.
Nah, but they say Twizzler on them. That's not a fucking authentic Twizzler.
No, that's not an authentic Twizzler.
That's like a red vine.
Sometimes
because I tried to do coke with it and it fucking just clumped up.
The one I pissed through?
Well, yeah.
Or pissed on.
Yeah. You didn't get it. Let's face it. You didn't fit in it.
Sometimes people tell you missed poker night and then you hear about it and you say, I'm glad I missed poker night.
I guess I got lucky.
Good for me.
Yeah, I think it's only a matter of time before we running this place as a fucking poker room with Becker here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it was fun, and it was like I said, it was a good game.
Yeah, it wasn't planned. It was it was Kenny, get the thing, get the table.
At one point, we didn't even know if we had cards, and I was like, "All right, it's on." And so, yeah, two in the morning, we were done The dust.
I ran out of money.
Yeah, the dust is settled. Doug had 2 legal pads covered in debt.
How much did you win?
$300.
No shit.
Nice.
Shawnee.
He won 60.
Yeah, because when I thought you guys were calling it a night.
Well,
I fell down.
You know what didn't dawn on me? What didn't dawn on me was that we were buying in at 20 with the chips were a value of 20. Because I told Shawnee at one point, I go, I'm tired. Let's just fucking call it. We can just chop it even and go, oh, no, you have more than I do. And I go, I don't care. It's just like, just call it. Then I realized, well, no, we can actually add it up because each one was valued for $20. So then I went, oh, this is like real poker chips now. So I know exactly how much I have. So the last hand, I was like, we decided at 2 we'd quit. And 206, we looked up and went, fuck, it's 206 now. So, all right, let's call it. So the last hand, he had 3/8 and I had a flush, but it was one of those drunken ones where you can't see it. And he goes, I bet 45 thinking he was going to fold. And he goes, I'll call. And I go, what? And he goes, I have 3/8. And I goes, what do you have? And I go, flush. And he goes, where? I go, there, and there. And he goes, shit, I would have gone broke. So that was our last hand. So I made 45 of it on that.
Becker always starts out poker games doing all his fucking card tricks, and then everyone's like, all right, don't let him deal.
Yeah, we mentioned that one time. I think the last time we were over here late, I had said, I don't understand how you guys play cards with Becker. A guy can do shit where you're looking at him and fucking you can't see what happened. How are you going to trust that to play poker? And they said that there was actually rules in place at one time that Becker couldn't deal.
No, I used to run a game for probably, I think about 10 years. We ran one on a Sunday because there were no games in town on Sundays because whatever, that were good anyway. There were some games, but they were Asian games. Meaning Asians ran it. Yeah. And so.
Oh, I thought you guys were playing Mahjong.
No, that's what I was hoping to clear up. Yeah, it was the organizers, not the game. Hate the player, not the game. But so we ended up doing it, and I dealt at most of those, and I won a lot too, and it was always a good thing. It was like, on a resume, you go, yeah, I can cheat in the second at cards, but I never would because, I'd rather win legally and fairly, like Shawnee did, and I did, and Kenny didn't.
Yeah, Mrs. Gump was dealing.
Yeah, she was dealing.
Yeah, she knew what the fuck she was doing, it seemed. Not her first time around a poker game.
No way.
If Kenny lost, it sounds legit to me.
Yeah, no. He chips up early. I've watched him now 2 times since I've been down here so far. He chips up early in every game, and then he loses.
How'd he do at tennis?
He did good at tennis. He did all right. They got to get new balls, though. Jesus Christ. Those balls, I go, you're playing with used dog toys. I go, fucking slam it as hard as you can. It just makes the net, goes down. I go, I was watching him and Gump play, and I was just heckling from the side. That's why I wanted you there. I was like, you guys spend any more time in the net? If you guys like the nets that much, fucking get a job at a cafeteria. They just constantly were hitting the ball back and forth and chasing it. And there was like, I don't know if they ever actually scored a point.
I drove past, but Becker and Kenny took the fucking Jobi's tandem bike down.
Oh my
God.
God.
The courts.
Thing's a death trap with a spass on the back.
Right.
He was fucking wiggling around like a carp, and I'm like, we're going around corners. Cars assume, this is the problem with a town like this, a hippie town. Oh, they must know how to ride a tandem bike. No, we don't. We do know how to go down a hill like on Sports Illustrated. Yeah, it was good. But yeah, so far it's been good.
So Becky's going to go back and forth for a while from Anchorage. She's going to commute to work from Tucson to Anchorage. So I don't see any problems with that.
No, they've done that for a long time. The oil companies all do that. That's do you know they're to let you know the connection between Alaska and Arizona. You have 9 branches of Alaska USA Credit Union. That's our bank. 9 branches in Phoenix. There's only 7 in Anchorage. So you figure it out. It's like 9 branches here. So I'm writing a local check for our car.
Well, let's just fucking hit a dead end.
Yeah.
Wrap up this podcast.
Yeah. No, let's
What else? You want to talk Death Pool?
Hey, how about Deadpool? How about that school shooting, huh? There were no signs that was going to happen.
Not one.
28 kids died of the flu last week, and only 17 died from shooting. I say we raised the flu to 21.
I've been waiting for a comedian to say something funny about guns for a long time. That was
You
pretty
know what? And then
everybody's turned into sanctimonious cunts.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
of a sudden.
Only in America do they decide. What did the kids decide to do? We'll walk out. We're gonna skip school. I go skipping school. That's what the school shooters have all been. School skippers. Stay in school. You're making more shooters.
We're-
Anyway, you wanted smaller class sizes. You got it. You remember last time the teacher spent time with just your kid? He fucked it.
Jesus Christ.
oh, God, ew.
Welcome home, Becker.
Yeah.
Good to have you back.
That's-
Yeah, it was Becker being here. It makes me want to quit comedy and just start doing some fucking weird shit local.
I say we put up a toll booth. There's got to be money in that. There's only one road in and one road out.
We could still fucking we talked about it. Filming specials here, FunHouse specials. Just like hey, plug Pop Off Vodka presents an evening with Doug Stanhope. Yeah, filmed right here in the FunHouse.
That's the number one comedy on Amazon right now. Did you know that?
No, I did
Comedy
not know
album?
that.
Yeah, they're number one
I
on
believe
Amazon. I don't know if you know this little company, Amazon, but yeah.
Not familiar.
Google it.
Heard of it.
Can't afford Google. Becker still has no fucking cell phone. He lives fucking, 300 yards away? I have to tweet him. He won't get a fucking cell phone. I have to tweet him. You want to go to breakfast? And then I wait. I check my responses.
It's nothing. You could just yell.
We have the bullhorn. It might get old for the neighbors after a little bit.
Before you quit smoking, I could just hear you cough when you were up. It's only a block away.
The Gumps are here. The Gump. We forgot that we were going to come to your workplace. Gump got a job at Metamorphosis. Jobi worked with
I
at
did
Metamorphosis.
manage the production shop for a couple of years.
art shop?
Yeah, metal artwork
Yeah.
deal. Yeah.
Good shit. By the way, where's that fucking anchor? You have like an 800-pound anchor. You're
Yeah, I
gonna
got to
put
get
with the metal palm trees.
Shank's in for it, but I got to get someone else. It's going to take 3 or 4 guys to load this thing.
We need fucking
You
one block
guys,
Ben.
you
I
guys
gotta-
know any more guys?
Hey,
One block.
Hey, I got an idea. How about we?
Any other guys?
Yeah. How about we pregame the anchor by moving my stove out of the middle of my fucking yard? You douchebags.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah,
stove
wood
from the
burning
house.
stove.
Yeah, it's in the middle of the yard. So I had Kenny and Gump here. I go, I got a hernia. I can't move heavy shit. So they both try it and they go, oh, we can't do it. I go, well, somebody's got to move
Why is it?
the stove that we had in the house.
Yeah,
It
why
was
is it
on the
out?
porch because they moved it to paint, and now it's sitting in the middle of the yard.
Oh, it was like a separate accidental prank.
That was actually a very funny prank. It was like, we can paint
They
the
moved-
house. I can't move that stove.
They moved it from inside the house out to paint the outside of the house.
No, it was on the porch.
Why'd you?
Yeah, it was sitting on the porch to paint the porch.
So why did you have a stove on your porch?
Because it was in the house. It was a fireplace thing.
So you had it removed, and then it was.
Because we put flooring in, and they just moved it to there because it's so fucking heavy.
All right.
And then somebody managed to move it to the middle of the yard, and now the dogs don't understand what it is.
Paint it copper. Some meth head will steal it. Cold cut Kenny. He's got the power of 10 men.
I figured we'd just take it over the hill and shoot it.
Yeah. Oh, that worked.
Oh.
It's a good target. Good ricochets.
Yeah, I usually, when you go shooting and I go with you, I usually sit in the car because I hear those fucking ricochets. I go,
Do you? Oh, let's go shooting.
I
That'll
don't
be
wanna
fine.
go
No,
shoot-
we'll
I
go
don't
shooting.
like
We'll do the
going- I
thing.
don't like
I'll put an
it.
app on your head. It'll be fun.
Me, so she could practice for teaching.
Seizure sister's talking off mic. Where'd Bingo go? Where's your seizure sister? So yeah, I don't know what you're gonna do here, but we'll come up with something.
Yeah.
We have a lot of fucking projects. We just waiting for a motivating influence.
I still think making a tube from Naco Tacos straight into a food stand, and I'll just have it like one of those bank tubes, and whoop, you order, I call Mexico, they put the order in, they shoot it to me, I got fucking Mexican prices for all my supplies, no health certificate. I got a food truck with no food in it.
Took Becker to Sierra Vista for shopping. What was it? Day after you got in, I think.
Yeah.
And on the way back, he had me convinced. Well, yeah, for your bread company, we need to get drones. Drones everywhere.
No, but drones, because he said the biggest obstacle with delivering the bread is all the fucking stairs in town. So these people buy a couple loaves of bread, which is good money, but a drone is the perfect thing to lift a loaf of bread and just set it. But you can program a drone for like their doorstep, so it'll go up, deliver it, fly back to your car, next house, fly up, drop it, boop. All right, so we're doing,
advertise yourself as a weight loss company as well, and just have fat people deliver your bread up the stairs.
No.
Weight
Weight loss by you have a loaf of bread and the drone stays
That's
right
it.
ahead of them,
Oh, we
and they're
combine the
chasing it.
concepts.
They're
Yes,
trying to get
you
the bread.
chase the
You
drone.
got them running around.
Fuck. Already. The ideas are coming into business plans.
I can almost guarantee by the time I get back from Asia, Becker's going to have his first drone delivery of Jobi's bread.
No, it's recent.
Well, you went. You played poker at Alex's.
Yeah, Alex's. That was amazing.
650 stairs.
Yeah. Oh, it's unbelievable. And they get this, and this is honest. They play only with quarters. Now they play for a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. They'll so they only play with quarters. That's all you can play with. And I get up there because I brought a couple rolls and I just bought in more rolls from them and change. But if you win in quarters. You're 300 feet above the parking area on all these cobblestone stairs. I get a hernia or fall before I just throw the change down there and go get it later. I was going to bring Canadian quarters so I could pick it up with magnets. But yeah, it is amazing. And they have, apparently every card in the deck is wild at their game. I go, this is Bisbee bingo. This is even poker. They're like, oh, see, you lost.
Massachusetts 9 card.
Yeah. We're playing Korean 9 ball with the wild 8. What? The lazy eye. Yeah, I don't get it. But yeah, that was a weird game and it was fun, but it was very random. Because to let you know, if you know poker at all, you'll know very rarely do you ever have to split a pot with 2 straight flushes 6 high. The fuck do you both have straight flushes 6 high? Oh, because the 9s, 6s, and 4s are wild. I go, oh, okay. Fold.
That's why we never here. It's only fucking hold'em. None of your funny fucking games where you, by the time you learn, you've lost every fucking penny you have.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it now. I'm out.
Yeah, I don't know how to play poker. I've never learned how to play poker or play it. I don't like gambling in general because I get angry about retarded things.
Yeah, but
so if I lose money and I want to fucking lose my shit over it. So.
I could just see you getting pissed when a guy rolls over a shitty hand going, oh, sorry about your aces.
Yeah. I don't know.
He'd be like, sorry about your head.
I don't even know I don't even know what that means, what you said, but I know it would make me angry.
Yeah, no, I could see you as a very volatile poker player. You'd smash a lot of computers online.
That's how you know your limits. That's how you get along if you're like me.
All right, well, let's.
I wanted to tell you guys. I have a funeral home in Deathpool, Bloody Shank, and I was leading it for a while with 89 points, but I got bumped out by Death Squad MUFC.
That motherfucker.
Yeah, he's great.
And
he's a really good player.
Got 149 points in this league, kicking ass. And then
it's not even the end of February.
This guy has his real name, but it's Christopher. I think it's the same Christopher. I got to also say thanks. The guy that made me the T-shirt had the mugs.
Yeah, no, that guy's great.
The other guy that he emailed me my PayPal said, "You got money?" I was like, I wasn't expecting money. I didn't do anything. I didn't do a job or anything. Going and look. Then he sends me an email. Hey, I saw online that you're working with on building a studio. I sent you $200 to help you out with the fucking thing. And I was like, he's like, thanks for being on the podcast. I'm like, fucking thanks, man. That was amazing. So he told me take buy some food and some booze and see if I can get somebody from Bisbee that can actually do things like that help me. So I sent him pictures of Jobi building the.
Yeah, he's like, I got a guy on it.
So yeah, thanks, Christopher. But I think that's him in second place. So that's and
don't feel at all awkward about sending money to 212 Van Dyke Street, Bisbee, Arizona, care of the Stanhope Podcast. It's always a nice thing.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, last chance to join up on Damn Yankees, which is a super group league in Death Pool for phone booth fighting and Stanhope fans. So that'll close down in a couple of days. I'm going to extend it out a couple of days, but join up.
I'm anxious on that one because I told you I picked all musicians. For every pit I get is going to be a bonus, and they're all decent picks. I went deep one day.
Do you have Alice Cooper?
I don't think I do, but I might now. I have a little bit of time still.
What was that look, Becker? I mean, come on, man.
Nothing.
Yeah, I think I'd get an inside track on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, they're touring again, I guess.
All right.
Coming up, but I haven't heard any scuttlebutt around the water cooler.
That's how you win.
Fair enough.
I sent money to this. I'm reading this book as I'll fuck up his name. It's Gene Gregoritz. And he's this, he'd sent me a couple books a few years ago and talked to me on Facebook, and he's Bukowski-ish, but almost a G.G. Allen Bukowski guy. He's a writer, and he's a hardcore. And, someone sent me his new book. It's called Bigger, and it's pretty fucking dark. You'd really, Chad would either really enjoy it or it would make you crazy for the same reason you couldn't watch Breaking Bad. But he cut off his earlobe and ate it on video just to try to drum up some press for his fucking last book or something. But he's legit. And his new book starts out. He's doing 10 years right now in Florida for fucking a 17-year-old girl. So I was watching that 60 days in. It's a terrible show, but I watch it quite a bit. You're just fucking drumming up on the next episode, and nothing ever happens. But they show some guy flexing like a fight's gonna happen. But then when you watch the episode, all he did was flex, and then it dissipated. But I was watching that, and now they're always like trying to get fucking canteen money just to get a fucking Pop-Tarts or some shit. And I read where in the beginning of the book, he's in prison and you can fucking send him letters and stamps or whatever here's his inmate number. So I felt bad for it. I just sent the guy $200 through one of those fucked up prison things. You know how they fuck you, like phone calls or, you get a call collect and it's like $8 a minute, you fucks. It was some pay service. Yeah, you can send him money, but we're going to charge you like Western Union fees to do it. So I sent him money, just feeling bad for the guy. And I didn't know that my fucking name was going to show up. So now he's emailing me at 40 cents an email. Hey, thanks, man. I was hoping I'd get more money from the book, but no one's buying it. It was a tough sell in the fucking hashtag Me Too era when you're fucking doing 10 years for fucking a 17-year-old. But the book's really dark. It's called Bigger. Gregoritz. Greg or It's.
And who is this again?
He's just some weird guy who lived in St. Pete. He was basically a kind of homeless, sketchy fucking dude, but a really good writer. And so I've been reading that while I was in Hawaii. That made it a lot darker.
I'll check that one out.
It's fucking good.
We're doing book reviews. I'm reading one right now that somebody sent me on Twitter the other day, and the title was The Blood Beneath My Feet. And it had a really interesting caption underneath it. I don't know, like, have you ever spent this much time with death and seen this and this? And this guy has. And he's started in the 80s, a medicological death investigator, like an ME kind of, but would go into the field and investigate deaths. And it's just got stories of the different sorts of shit he's encountered. But a lot of it is, delves into his psyche about... It almost seems like it's accidental as he's writing it. Like he's writing about all this dark shit, but he's accidentally writing about how it's affected him. It's pretty good so far. I'm a little over halfway through with that one.
God, that could be our first Chad Shank audiobook. This guy's kind of over a barrel. We could probably get the fucking rights to do his audiobook. Make some fucking coin. I'll let you read it and see if it's something you'd like to do, because it's your voice.
Yeah, if you say it's well written, that's the hardest thing. Is I've have like people who listen to the podcast who are authors and stuff have sent me, and it's all been pretty decent so far. So I have stuff that I have to read, but like you try to look on ACX, most everything's self-published. And it's all shitty, and it makes me want to be an editor instead. I'm like, I think there's money in being an editor instead, because I could fix all these books up. But if you say it's written well, that sounds good.
It's written well, but it's hinky. You'd have to put some thought into it. There's a lot of run-on, rambling, unpunctuated diatribe shit. It's artistic. You go, all right, this guy just.
Oh, I'm not to the artistic point yet.
I think once you got into that the headspace that he's obviously in, he says it's a novel, and you go, you had to say that for legal reasons, because every bit of this is fucking true, and you know it.
You didn't think to send him Brooklyn Sheets?
Brooklyn Sheets. All right, that's a Wednesday for you. We're done with Deathpool. All good.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's all the updates.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Yeah,
I'm still kicking ass in our home. I don't know.
Go to dscdp.com. Check out the new shirts.
The new shirt is fucking fantastic.
Mm-hmm. So
yes, please.
Yep.
It even looks good on me.
And it doesn't say Celebrity Deathpool. It hints at it. It has the website, but it's just a great logo.
Perfect.
Which is the key to selling a fucking good shirt. I never have them for myself. All right, Matt Becker, you'll hear a lot more of. Maybe you guys, when I'm in Asia, you can do Becker and Chad.
Fuck, I'd love it.
Yeah. Yep. That'll work.
Get Becky on here.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, that's a podcast. We'll see you soon.
Well, I was sober and just walking around Williamsburg. No, they ought to rename this place VodkaSodaBurg. 'Cause I've been drinking with the homos, and they say that they ain't homos, but they look like one to me. I got $25 to blow in VodkaSodaBurg. Yeah, that's 5 drinks, 5 by 5, and don't leave a tip. Yeah, that's ice, and that's vodka, and that's soda, no lime. Don't put no bullshit straw into it. Just now starting to get right in VodkaSodaBurg. Well, my brain is feeling sparkly, wow. Oh, I so appropriate alcohol. Everything is clear to me now. Well, I met a local man in VodkaSodaBurg. And my self-described homeless romantic. I'm gonna buy me another drink, 'cause I'm retarded. Then go back to the fucking Panama in Bushland. And I went home with some mulatto. Oh yeah, had some mighty cold snow. And that's why they wrote a song about me. Oh yeah, I'm lucky to be alive. I threw up and moseyed on back to VodkaSodaBurg. All the bartenders, they all hate my fucking goods. I'm just trying to get my time to shine. All the girls turning into bitches, spending $300 on a dress, just trying to get just like all the residents that live in Williamsburg. I was just trying to take a little trip to VodkaSodaBurg. Could I please be anywhere else in the world except for here?